Here we got a 1970 Formula Firebird. So anyway, these were quite a elaborate sort of car back in the day. 400 obviously being the cubic capacity, and Firebird obviously being a Firebird. But anyway,
so we've got Pontiac Firebird Formula 400.
yes.
So, and it's a genuine Formula 400, and we've got it in because it's a recent import from the States where he's had it rebuilt.
Yes.
And then it's
he's
come
had it
over
restored.
He's had it restored, and then it's come over here, and we've been in charge of getting it VASSed.
And roadworthy.
So to meet our engineering requirements and roadworthy.
Yes.
So what did that require a little bit about?
With the VASS, which is originally what the car came in for, had to have seatbelts, engineered seatbelts. It had to have a headlight change because obviously we drive on the left side of the road and the Americans drive on the right side of the road.
We're upside down
Well,
world in Australia.
They're up there.
We're upside down.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. So when they look at us from up north, they can see us and they can see our feet.
Yeah, that's right. So seatbelts change, headlights needed to point the other direction.
Yep.
Rear indicators needed to be yellow to be
Yes.
registered in Australia.
Yes. But-
After a certain year.
Yeah. 69 and above must have an amber rear blinker. Now, 68 doesn't need it, 69 needs it and above.
So it's just, they drew the line in the sand somewhere and that was
Yeah.
it. So this being a 70,
70.
needed to have the amber rear indicators. We've done this a few times.
Yep.
So we modify the bucket and make the reverse lights flash amber,
Yes.
but still retaining his
We'll
white
show you
reverse
that.
lights.
We'll show you that. Yeah.
The other thing that needed to be done is when they arrive in Australia, the VINs are too short for this, so the Australian government gives you a longer VIN,
Yeah.
and that needs to be stamped on the chassis.
Well, I don't like stamping it on the chassis, so we do it a bit different here. So we don't like drilling holes, we don't like stamping chassis, so we stamp a plate and then we tack that weld onto the chassis to make it part of the chassis. Technically, that's part of the chassis, but it can be removed if you got somebody that doesn't like it or whatever.
Well, technically, you're not allowed to remove
You're not
it
allowed
because
to
now
remove
it is
it,
part
yeah.
of the car and legal requirements for it.
Yep.
Also needed to change the soft brake line to meet our standard. In this car, the front ones met our standard, but the rear one had to be changed.
No, the rear one was still original.
Yeah.
The front ones had been replaced, obviously, and the Americans' standard is the same as our standard, but the
Has to be, I think, SAEJ 14.
SAE J14, blah 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 blah
I might
blah.
be off on my number somewhere, but
Yeah,
it's close.
close. Tomato.
Yeah.
You know, it depends
Anyway.
what sort of the side of the country you're on, I suppose.
Now, so that's usually the general rules for getting them engineered. But once you've ticked all the boxes for the engineer, you also have to make sure it's roadworthy. Now, this car needed a couple of things to
Well,
make
it
it
needed a
roadworthy.
lot because American restoration compared to Australian restoration, their laws are a bit different.
And we wouldn't
Yeah.
get past what they got past.
No. So, well, the bushes were, some of the cracks in the bushes were so big you could stick your finger in them.
Yeah, okay.
So, you know,
So we needed new rear bushes, new rear shackle bushes, new
body mounts.
new body
Yeah,
mounts.
so front and rear shackle bushes, as well as the spring pads,
Yeah.
they need to be replaced. Upper and lower control arm bushes.
Ball
They
joints.
had replaced the upper control arm bushes, but there's been a bit of an issue with supply lately of bushes. I don't know where they're made. I don't really care where they're made, but they're not even lasting 6 months, and then they're got hairline cracks in them. So that's not acceptable. So we don't use any of those products.
We don't
anymore.
use any of the rubber bushes. We use
No.
different materials.
Yeah.
So the bushes were done, the ball joints were done, shockers front and rear.
Yeah.
What else did we do? Exhaust. The muffler had a gigantic hole in it.
Well, it
and
had lots of holes in it.
and the first time I started it, I moved the car back and I
Yeah.
went, where did all that rust come from? And it was out of the muffler.
Yeah.
So I don't know, the muffler in this, you have to remove the petrol tank or the diff. you have either
Yeah, you
or.
have two choices, diff or petrol tank.
We chose the petrol tank, and
'Cause it's
luckily we
easier.
did.
Yeah, because we found that the
Filter.
we had issues in the petrol tank as well. I thought the petrol tank's out, so we'll just have a quick look inside the tank and the sender, because we had to drain the fuel out, obviously, to remove the tank anyway. So we figured we'll have a look inside it and make sure everything's all good and in good condition. And what did we find? Well, we found parts of the tank sender floating around inside the tank.
And the
So,
filter. So
yeah,
we
so-
got all of that replaced.
So we replaced it and repaired it and got it all working. It's now functioning perfectly. We re-earthed all the earths, made sure all the contacts were all contacting properly, obviously. So that way we get an accurate
So
fuel gauge.
everything's working right.
Yeah, yeah.
This client's also very particular with his car, and he wants to keep it as original as he can legally.
Yes.
One of the things he didn't like when it came over from the States is they had swapped his steering wheel out for an aftermarket one.
Yeah.
And he did see that on the photos, and he said, hey, I didn't ask you to do that. Can you put my steering wheel in the car? I'll reinstate it when it comes here. So we've reinstated that steering wheel for him.
But it wasn't that easy, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Because they had buggerized around with inside the column to make the other steering wheel fit.
That's
So we had
okay.
to repair all that, obviously, and do that. But that's half the things we have is somebody's tinkered with things and they've wrecked them. When they pulled the car apart and painted it, they put all the glass in incorrectly. The fitment was terrible. The glass was hitting here on the back corner of the
and it
the
was
window.
sticking out.
Yeah, and it was sticking out both sides.
Yeah.
So as you can see now, the fitment of the window is quite good, but it's got some unusual sort of little marks. You can see where.
We're not sure if that came in when they imported it,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
in transit, or if it left like that. So,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
that's okay. So we made the molds fit a lot better. We made the windows fit a lot better.
The aftermarket wheel arch molds
The
as well.
aftermarket wheel arch molds needed quite a bit of massaging, and
Yeah, a lot of massaging because they didn't
holes
fit.
needed to be-
They didn't fit at all.
holes
so-
needed to be slotted a little bit to get them to
Yeah,
fit.
yeah.
They put his rear window trims on, but they were very badly damaged, so Shane's replaced them for him with some.
Yeah, so we put new ones in. It had new clips in it, everything, but the molds were quite bent and distorted and
Yeah,
deformed,
so-
so they had to be aftermarket, obviously.
Luckily for these, you can get a whole heap of stuff aftermarket, which is
Yeah.
good. Had issues also with the aftermarket heater vents underneath didn't line up with the holes, so I had to make some custom brackets to hold up the vent underneath the glove box, which was a little bit of buggerizing around. But all of that got done. Carburetor got rebuilt and
Well,
retuned.
the carby was rebuilt. We pulled it apart, didn't we? And
Yeah.
we found that the carby had been rebuilt
But
with the wrong kit.
yes,
so
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 that's okay.
it had no accelerator squirter. So when the engine was cold, it was impossible to start. You couldn't
Yeah.
start it. You had to pour fuel down the carby to get
so
it started.
It had the wrong squirter boot in there, so
Yeah,
very
yeah.
particular. Talking about the motor, what have we got in it? So it's matching numbers.
It's matching numbers 400, obviously.
Pontiac 400, yep.
It's the higher horsepower engine as well. So
Because
being
it's a Formula 400,
yeah.
yep.
So yeah, look, it's I don't know about the diff package. I haven't really driven it much other than to get it engineered and stuff. So
But
I
the
don't know
owner
if it's got a
knows
true
all
track
about it.
or a limited slip diff. I'm not sure.
So carburetor that's on it, Shane? Because
Quadrajet, best
Quadrajet,
carby ever
of
made.
course. And it looks very original underneath the bonnet as well. So, but everything
Yeah.
that needs to work works from factory.
Now,
Now, yes, everything that needs to work works from factory. It is actually a very, very nice, clean car.
yeah, it is. It's very nice.
The
yeah.
one thing that's bugging this owner though is it's not the right bonnet. And explain to people who don't know Pontiacs what the difference between the Formula 400 bonnet
there's
was.
differences in the bonnets through the years, and he had photographs of the car when he dropped the car off to this place to get restored, and it's clearly a different bonnet. So
we don't know
yeah.
what's happened. Maybe somebody put the wrong bonnet. on
Maybe
the wrong car.
because
We don't know.
this place obviously they restore a lot of cars, and maybe it was a mix-up, got put on the wrong car or whatever. We don't know.
know.
So
But somehow he's ended up with the wrong bonnet. And why is
Well,
this wrong? What makes this wrong?
Well, it's wrong where the snorkel holes line up. It's wrong because, well, it's clearly an aftermarket bonnet and it doesn't fit.
Yes,
So-
it doesn't fit very well.
No,
That's
no.
true. Fits very well up here, and oh no, it's too low down there and too high up there.
Well,
but
there's no bump stops.
yes,
See, normally they have bump stops in the rear around the windscreen, little rubber bump stops, but they're not there.
yeah.
So I don't know what's going on.
Well, they're in the
So-
wrong spot.
No, they're not there.
Okay.
There's no bump stops.
So,
The ones at the front are there.
and what else is different between the original Formula 400 bonnet and the aftermarket? There's extra bracing, isn't there?
It's the way it's made. It's actually a different shaped bonnet. It looks the same, but it's different. So the snorkels are different. It's just a different bonnet. But also too, when we got this car, the fitment alignment of all the panels was absolutely terrible. So when we had to put
the headlights.
subframe bushes in it,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
so with doing the subframe bushes, we were able to use the factory, because in the subframe of these, they have a locating hole on the left and the right hand side of the subframe, and you run a podgy up through there and you line up the subframe with the body of the car to get it more accurately lined up. And when we did that, well, all the panel gaps mysteriously fixed themselves.
Well, it helps when something's lined up. But all in all, this is now ready to go off and be registered.
Yes, it's already engineered,
Roadworthy.
it's already roadworthy.
And
it's
engineered, and client will be picking this up
Yep.
next week, and we'll have another beautiful car on our Victorian roads cruising around.
Well, another Pontiac another Formula actually in 12 months.
Yeah, this is the second Formula we've done
Yeah,
in 12
yeah.
months
Yep.
that's come over from the States.
Yep.
So yeah, just thought you'd like to see another beautiful car. And it's sometimes when you're doing jobs like this and you see the end result, makes the day well worthwhile.
And it's another formula for success.
Oh my God, can you just, the dad jokes. I'm going to have to quit on principle of the dad jokes alone.
Yeah, the formula thing. Yeah. I thought it was funny.
Yes.
Well,
That's right.
I try.
You do
I try.
All right. If you like this video and you want to see us talk more about the cars that we get in and out of the shop, give us a like, and don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, if you subscribe, you get to see everything we get to do and the stupid mistakes we make and
we
when we're
appreciate
talking
you, and we appreciate you watching.
And we appreciate us. We appreciate you guys schooling us on hard tops and coupes.
Don't even go there. If you like this video, don't forget to click like and leave a comment. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe and click the notification bell. If you like the t-shirts that you see the crew wearing, there's a link in the description below where you can grab some for yourself. Thanks for watching.